Alright, now it's recording. I sifted 3 cups of self-rising flour. Now I am putting in 3 sticks of butter. I'm trying to do this one-handed, which is not easy, but homemade buttermilk biscuits. Yum. You're going to cut the butter into the flour. This is hard to do one-handed, but we're attempting it and seeing what happens. Okay, found the tripod, because there's no way I can hold that and do this at the same time. So you cut the butter. And you're going to cut it in until you get little chunks of butter. So you're going to keep cutting, and then you're going to get little chunks of butter. That's what you're looking for. And the colder the butter, the better. Okay, so just little chunks of butter, some baking powder. I do 1 teaspoon of baking powder plus 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a half a teaspoon of salt. It's self-rising. You shouldn't have to use this, but this is what I do. Half a teaspoon of salt. Then I'll cut that in. All right. Now, you're going to add 2 eggs to this mixture. Let me get my eggs. Two eggs. Add that in. And then you're going to pour buttermilk. Now the buttermilk you're going to pour in until it's just sticky. That's all you're doing. So you take the buttermilk, pour it just a little bit. There is no measuring. You're going to want just stickiness. That's what you're going for. Just wet enough that it gets everything wet, dewy, sticky. You don't want it real moist. Just gonna get it sticky, everything incorporated. This is probably the longest part, is trying to get everything incorporated. A lot of times I just use my hands. A lot of people frown on that. I don't care. You just use your hands, get it all sticky in there, make sure it's good and sticky. Okay, now put it in the fridge for 30 minutes. Let it get good and cold. 30 minutes or better. Minimum of 30. The longer the better. Gets colder, easier to work with. And we'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Just took my dough out of the fridge. Been chilling for about 30 minutes. Set it aside for a minute. Get my rolling pin. And let's get a little bit of flour. Take your flour, just put it right down, don't be scared. And then take your dough out. Alright, now wash my hands. Okay. Now we are going to roll this. Let's move this out of the way. Put a little bit more flour on the top. Take your rolling pin. I like to take a little bit of flour on my rolling pin. Now, roll it out. So on this, you're gonna roll it to about I don't know. Half of an inch thick, maybe. Let's see all of those buttery goodness in there. Oh my word. And refrigerating it makes it to where it's so much easier to work with. Oh, preheat your oven to 350 degrees. All right, take your little dough cutter. And your pan needs to be sprayed with oil. I use a butter spray. Take it, put them on there just like so. I don't know if y'all can see that. All right. Pretty little biscuits. Now, when I need to flour my little cutter, I might put a little bit of flour on here. Helps to flour it. Put me a little bit of flour down to get my cutter floured again. All right, now, don't waste your dough. Pull it together. Put it in a freezer bag, whatever you want to do. On this, I just take and roll it out again, I'll cut it, put it in a freezer bag, and continue to use it. You can pull it out of the freezer and just make biscuits with it. It works perfect. So now these will go in the oven for 15 minutes. So we will be back in 15. All right, we're back. We're taking them out of the oven. Look at those things. Are they not good looking? Love some biscuits. Okay, that's what they look like. Oh, so yummy. And plus, I did freeze the leftover biscuits. The leftover biscuit dough, you can take it out of the freezer and just pop it in the oven for 15 minutes. Oh, and golden brown on the bottom. That's what you're looking for. Yum. There's the leftover biscuit dough. I just rolled it out, cut them out, put them in the freezer, freeze them really, really good, and then you can take them out individually. All right, now we are going to make a healthy version of the biscuits. We are going to make almond flour biscuits. Because, well, let's be honest, who doesn't need a little healthy in their life, right? We do 1 cup of almond flour. If I can get a cup, that would be good. Okay, 1 cup of almond flour. About a teaspoon of xanthan gum, about a teaspoon. Let's see that in a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Mix that together. This is a 1/4 cup of sour cream. And then 1 egg. You're just going to mix it all together so it's fully incorporated. I'm sure you could probably use a mixer for this. I don't know. I don't. This is just the way I do it. Get it fully incorporated. Alright, now once it's fully incorporated, take it, and you're going to put it in your pan. Make sure that it's little balls. Kind of shape them a little bit. Then you're going to mash them down a little bit. Alright, goes in the oven for about 15 minutes. And we'll be back. Alright, taking the biscuits out. And this is the almond flour ones.